in the would have been the fall semester, approximately October 1998. I attended a chapter meeting at Oregon State's chapter, the Beta Pi chapter of Sigma Chi. And the question was brought up by one of the undergraduates, what's going on at the University of Oregon? I'm Dan Mathewson, and I'm the Grand Praetor for the Northwestern Province of the Sigma Chi fraternity. I just relayed to the undergraduate chapter, well, unfortunately, there's not really anything going on there right now. We don't have an interested group yet on campus that wants to take hold of the chapter and bring it right around. But I said, wouldn't it be neat? You guys are only 45 minutes away from the University of Oregon. Wouldn't it be something else if a group of you from this chapter decided to transfer schools down to the University of Oregon and recreate Sigma Chi in what you think the fraternity should be and what it should represent? You guys could be the founders yourself of a chapter in the Sigma Chi fraternity.
My name is Jason Merck, and I grew up in Redmond, Oregon, which is a small town in Central Oregon. And I pledged Sigma Chi in the fall of 1994. My very first experience with the University of Oregon was in 96 when we were all sitting around a room, and all of a sudden on the news up pops the Greek letter Sigma Chi, and we're all like, oh, what's going on here? And then that's when we had heard the bad news that Sigma Chi had lost their charter. We just all got this gut-wrenching feeling in our stomach that we couldn't believe that guys would do that. They must not have had like the same feelings towards fraternity that we did.
Well, who knows a lot of times really when the problems start, but they really came to a head in the middle 1990s. Probably the biggest and main concern is that their ritual and our values as a fraternity just were not being transmitted to new members in the way that they should have been.
My name's Bob Warr. I'm a Sigma Chi from the University of Oregon, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. I always like to remind the guys now that the history of the Beta Iota chapter didn't start with the 2000 group. It started in 1907, and they were chartered in 1910. We've had lots of really significant people come through the chapter, dozens, if not hundreds, of attorneys and doctors, and probably any occupation you can think of. I was at the University of Oregon as an undergraduate, off and on for 6 years. It was really a glory period. We had the largest house on campus. In 1989, Sigma Chi had over 100 people on campus. They had 65 people living in the house. They had student body presidents, IFC presidents, still really riding high. Things sort of went downhill in the next 6 years.
In 1973, the University of Puget Sound chapter, it was suspended, and its charter was suspended, and 3 members of the Beta Iota chapter from the University of Oregon had to come up and get that chapter restarted at the University of Puget Sound. It was probably, again, about 6 or 7 years later that I came and actually joined Sigma Chi at the University of Puget Sound. What is funny is that I ended up being the catalyst that kind of got everything started to bring Beta Iota back for its rechartering in the year 2000.
I'm Charlie Tianswatch. I pledged Sigma Chi in 1996, graduated in 2001. When the new chapter idea came around, it was I looked at it as an opportunity to do something special.
Name is Dustin Amon. I joined Sigma Chi my junior year of college, which was the fall of '98. I mean, I was still a pledge when some of these ideas were being drawn up. I can actually, my first taste of it, I was cleaning the kitchen, actually, is what I was doing after dinner. And there were about 6 or 7 of them. I remember Charlie and Wayne were both there. Jason and Brad were there. I kind of just approached Jason, who was kind of the ringleader, and said, I'd like to join up. I think this is just it's one of those opportunities that is not going to come around very often in my life. And to be able to go down and start a house would just be wow.
I'm Chris Tate, graduated from Beaverton High School in '96, pledged Sigma Chi to Oregon State in '97, and graduated from the University of Oregon in '01. When I think of brotherhood, the first thing is, there's a lot of things. Brotherhood is friendship. It's the bond that we all shared together. It's everything that we've done together and that we represent and that we signify. And I don't know if there's if you looked up brotherhood in the dictionary, I don't know if there is a definite an answer for that. I think the group of guys that we have one of the strongest bonds that there are. We've been through a lot, and we're a great team together.
I'm Wayne Chow. I think the whole recharting of the Beta chapter is I want to give something back to Sigma Chi. The inspiration for me doing that, one of the reasons is the people that transferred down with us, all very good friends. I still keep in touch with every single one of them. And we're such a tight group, and, once the go, we're all in for it, and I trusted every single one of them, and, they trusted me too. So that was part of the reason.